Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dear friends, wherever you are in the world. This is Mommy Lala again, coming to you from the Philippines here in Southeast Asia. And we are doing our day 5 of our Craft Every Day in August, or CEDA. Right, so today we are going to be working with whips, right? Works in progress. Yes, because we did not finish 2 projects this week because we have been testing out kits. You know, in my mind, and probably in a lot of our dear friends' minds as well, we buy kits or we prefer doing kits because it's supposed to make things easier for us, right? So I bought these kits every time, most of the time when they're on sale, or I find them cute, but I've never really had a chance to go and work with them. And that's why I decided for this craft every day in August, I would work with those kits. And so there have been those that are okay, probably really easy for beginners to work with. And then some were a little bit more tricky, right? So I guess before we end the week, or after we finish them, then we could give some, suggestions on how the experience was with these kinds of kits. Yes, thank you so much, Shalana. I do know that Shalana is coming up with a virtual retreat kit. Okay, I just forgot from what company it is, but it's I think she's part of the design team for that. I know it's not out in you, but it's an equally, wonderful um what do you call this, craft community. I just forgot, so maybe Shalana will share in a bit. And of course we have Jason. Good evening, anak. Okay, so I guess yesterday was your break, so now you're back at work. Okay, or it's 2 days rest, anak. Yes, I love that whip, right? So, okay, because I know that most of us, okay, end up with a lot of whips, right? Works in progress. So, before I actually forget all about them or just simply do not finish them anymore, I intentionally will be using this day to work with those whips, the ones that we didn't finish this week, so we can start fresh when the new week enters. All right, so again, thank you so much for dropping by. All right, so what are these two? Okay, so this is the first one. Okay, so this is the first one. Oh, this is from a kit that I got for about $1 something, right? Because it was on sale. And I think I got this before Christmas. I think maybe October, November. So it's almost its anniversary, right? So I said, finally, I'm going to work with it. So, okay, if you look at it, it's cute, right? And it looks, fairly easy. Okay, but the struggle that I had with this, I don't know if I still have it here, is that, okay, it's not here. Okay, the instruction really was just full of photos. Hold on, I think I have it here. Okay, where is it? All right, apologies. Okay, so this was the instruction. A very detailed instruction indeed. See? All right, that's how you do it. Okay, after you're done, you cut and then you sew together and you're done. Right? So I thought, okay. I think I started this last Wednesday. I started at about 9:45. I ended at 1 a.m. 9, 10, so 10, 11, 12. About 4 hours or so. Okay. Hi, Nikki. Oh, there you go. My Pretty Things. Yes. So Shalana is going to be one of the instructors for the Scandinavian Christmas virtual retreat, right? So check out Shalana Glass, all right? Also S Glass on YouTube, of course, but the announcements will be on her socials. So check out her Instagram and her Facebook because she did posts about this one. I know that it's already up for sale. And of course, I'm going to be also inviting you over to the another virtual retreat. This time, it's in September, right? So I'm going to be an instructor for that, for the Not Too Shabby, okay, virtual retreat. Okay, so it's the Autumn virtual retreat. Again, hi Nikki, thanks for dropping by. Is Drea still live? Sorry about that, my friend. Okay, it's just for a week. It's just for a month until the end of August, right? So and then I'm going back to my regular schedule. All right. So this was the first one. Okay, so I didn't finish. If you can see, okay, I still have that part to finish. And that's not all because there's a back part. But at least this back part is just, fairly straight. Okay, I just don't know if I have enough because this is the only white bead left. And then the other thing was this one. Okay, this DIY crochet keyring kit. Okay, look at that. It's so cute, right? Okay, this one is from another company. This one is from Flying Tiger. Okay, this one is from Anko. This one is okay, hold on. Is it Norway? Forgot exactly. Somewhere in Europe, okay, where it is based, originally based, and Anko is from Australia, right? So they do have this, cute kits, craft kits of different kinds of crafts. So I said, okay, so this one I actually bought just the other day, and so the challenge here was, is it easier to do this or the one with the beads? Okay, but that one was bigger beads. Oh, and of course, of this one, I finished in 30 something minutes. This was yesterday, right? Three keyrings done in 30 minutes. Okay, and then this one. So I asked in the chat, which one do you think will Mommy Lala be able to finish first? And who was it that said? Okay, I think it was Shay in the chat. Okay, last night he said, okay, the beaded keyring, correct. Because this one, for the life of me, I don't know how to do like an amigurumi figure doing just chain. I know how to work one with using a magic circle. Okay, and then you go around it, right? So, but this one is, with a chain. So earlier on, so I gotta give a shout out to my dear friend, okay, Mommy Pilar Garcia, for helping me figure this out. Okay, so what she did was she pulled out her crochet needle and her thread because she always has those because she's really very good at crochet. Every time that she has a free time, she would, do something, right? Maybe like in 15-30 minutes, she's done with an amigurumi, whatever it is, in 15 to 30 minutes. So she went through it with me and helped me understand. Because the thing is, I couldn't understand. Okay, so I understand how to do that and this and this. I do know how to do the stitches. It's just that, okay, so when you say 4 decrease in first, so in the first stitch, what does it mean? And then 7 double, okay, so apparently if you're doing this, so you go first like that, and then you go like that, and that is one round. But it's not like in a circle. It's like you go straight and then you go up, and then when you end there, that's the round one. Oh, okay. So now, because that's the only thing that I couldn't understand. That's why I didn't know if I would start anew, continue on. So I couldn't understand. And she helped me, okay, understand. And also some of the words like popcorn. I don't think I know how to do a popcorn, right? So she did tell me how to do that. And then DC 3 tog. What does that mean? DC 2 tog. Okay, I know what it means. It says here 3 double crochet, double crochet 2 stitches together, double crochet 3 stitches together. So the only thing I know is invisible decrease, right? So where I use 2 stitches, one after the other, and then but that's just a single crochet. This is a double crochet, right? So she also taught me how to do this. So basically, hopefully I understand already. Oh, and Lynn as well. Why am I not surprised? Right? So, yes. So, don't take my word for it. Our dear friends here are super talented, and definitely you would love, okay, their classes. And I know that I think when Shalana posted that the class is like a fraction of what the actual kit, would actually cost, right? So similar to, again, what's happening in the Not Too Shabby fall retreat, right? So you get tons of classes as well, and then there's an absolutely free for all on the first day, and on the second day, those who actually paid for the kits can take those classes. All right. So, without further ado, okay, so this is just going to be me trying to finish off everything. See, I also did a little bit of preparation today, see? Cuz for those who saw how I struggled with, putting in the thread in the needle, so I decided to buy several needles. The thing is, this kit didn't come with a needle. And in the beginning, I thought that I was going to be able to use the whole, uh, like this thick of a yarn, but absolutely cannot, because it would not fit the seed beads, right? It won't go through. And so eventually I had to go to the smallest, okay, the thinnest needle that I have. All right. So, and then, so this is one of the things that I felt this kit somehow lacked, and that is, okay, first instructions. Maybe you could just put a little bit of, because some people, yes, most people do understand visual, but there are, there are different kinds of learners, right? So there are those who learn more through like reading, and then there are those who learn via watching somebody, right? And then there are those like a visual, right? So I would just hope that they would think about that next time, and improve the direction that they have. Okay, so look at the back of this. Okay, it's a monstrosity of a thing. All right, but it's okay. As I said, okay, I really didn't know but when it comes to cross stitch, I'm not like this. I do my cross stitch really clean. Whatever you see in the front would be what you will see at the back. But for this one, apologies. Okay, so what you can see here, they already colored in, okay, the basket weave. Okay, the plastic basket weave, so that you know what color of the beads you need to put. Okay, so you'll just follow the color, okay, scheme that is placed there. Okay, so that's the thing. Unlike a diamond, like a diamond painting project, wherein, let's say, if it's just a straight line, you can get several beads, so it will be faster, right? But with this case, you cannot. Okay, so you have to really, okay, do it one bead at a time. And that is where, like, I was like, what? This is gonna take me forever, right? So that's why I said, okay, so this might take forever, friends. Okay, Just giving you a heads up. So if you do need to do something, yes, absolutely do it, because I might still be here by the time you get back. And you would say, huh? You're still live? And I've heard that several times, okay, this past few days, as I tried to navigate through this DIY kits that I thought would be, because it's in a kit, I would finish super fast. Okay, so not all, okay, are the same. Okay, I slightly poked, okay, my finger. All right, so okay, then we will go to, okay, the back. So if you can see, I placed my seed beads, okay, onto a tray. This is actually an old jewelry um, organizer or organizer that I have, so that I could put all the beads in it, so it's easier for me to navigate and choose, okay, the bead that I'm gonna be using. What is wrong with this one? Okay, I can see a white bead over there. Okay, hold on. Huh? Oh, this is supposed to be the bead that this part is not supposed to go up. So I will just push that back in. Okay. Okay. Have you guys been watching or taking note of the craft roulette? Okay. Does anybody have like a virtual pass? Okay. Other than the first day that Reagan posted something, I haven't actually been able to check. Okay, the rest. Okay, you know what? I'll just continue on. Okay. All right. Okay, and then move on to the next one. This is bothering me. Big time. Okay. All right, and then the next pink bead will be on that one. I don't know, has anybody tried this crafting project before with seed beads? Do you have any tips on how to do this faster? If this was a contest, I'd be like, if this was a marathon, I'd probably be the last one to finish. Okay, plus the fact that, you know, I have slightly poor eyesight, and so I have to, even with reading glasses, okay, I can still struggle. There you go. So this is going to be taking quite a while. So yes, if you do have something you need to do, okay, thank you so much for dropping by. I hope that you can drop by later. I'll probably still be doing this. Okay, even after you're done or you're back. just like wondering what's that bead doing there. Okie dokie. No, 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 no. You have to put it when you're already, when the needle is already up. Okay, so my worry here, friends, is what if I don't have enough beads, especially the white one? Because there were a lot of white beads that I had to, reject because they just wouldn't fit. The openings were just really too small, unless I actually probably use a bead drill, okay, to widen the opening, which I think I would do eventually if I really ran out of beads. Okay, so normally kits should have like extra beads, right? Just in case, say you accidentally drop this, okay, and then the beads went everywhere. Okay, do you know any, okay, like this one? I don't think you need a needle that's very sharp like this, right? Because you don't need to poke a hole on your material. Okay. But then, is there some that is this very, very thin one where the seed beads would be able to go through? Because the ones I know of that are like that normally are a bit thicker. And thus, I don't think these beads would be able to fit. So that's the struggle. Oh my goodness. It is so hot, friends. Okay. I can feel perspiration going down the front of my dress. And I have the AC turned on at that. Okay, see, none of the beads that want to go into, okay, my needle. So again, by the way, thank you so much, friends and family who dropped by the booth, okay, and supported the kids, okay, by buying either their books or their merch, or both. So thank you so much for supporting the kids. So that's why I had to move my live 30 minutes later because the event ended at 8, and then immediately after I had to say goodbye to our dear friends, the kids and the parents, because I told them, sorry, apologies, we do have to go because I have a live stream in 30 minutes. So it's a good thing that the event is not really very far from where we are. Okay, that's why we are able to be here, and I still was able to at least have dinner before I went live. So that was an amazing event. So if you missed that, my son joined me for day, I think it was it day 3 or day 2? Okay, so there you go. So this bead doesn't want to go into the hole again. So there, that's why this is my reject bead pile over there. Okay, so again, the issue here that I have is my back, because I have to lean a little bit forward for you guys to be able to see my hands and at the same time the beads as I put them into the canvas. So hopefully we will just have one episode for our works in progress this week, because I really want to start a new one starting tomorrow. Okay, still kits. Okay, kits that I've had. Finally, I'm going to be able to use all the kits, or at least some or a lot of the kits that I have bought in the past, and finally get to use them. Okay, and test them out. Okay, I will test it for you so that you don't need to. Okay, I am not sure if these brands though are available in the US or in Canada or in Europe. Definitely the Flying Tiger is. Okay, the Anko I'm not sure. Okay, but definitely you have something similar in Amazon, right? Or probably in craft stores like Michael's, Hobby Lobby. Okay, sad to say, no more Joann's. There you go. So we're done with the blue. Okay, and then this one is white. So let's finish off the white over here. So again, one of the nice things about this craft dough is the what do you call this? The thread is just white because it won't really show. The thread is just really so that you can put it can hold the bead, and then you can push it into the hole so that you can finish off your project. So this is a beaded unicorn, okay, key ring. So we will see if we are going to be able, okay, to see. We're almost, but I think I do have some extra white seed beads in my stash. Okay, because I normally use this also seed beads for my jewelry making projects, especially if I'm doing wire work, right, and I need a stopper. So they're great for that for me. Okay. So I think we're done with the white for this part. Okay, so is there any more white spaces here? Are there? Okay, just a few more over there, and then we're gonna move with the pink. Okay, we're gonna move with the pink. Okay, I mean to the pink. Alright. Oh, it's hot. Okay, this one doesn't want to go through again. So grab another bead. Okay, so if you weren't able to go and visit us at the Comic-Con Philippine Readers event today, okay, the next event where the kids will be showcasing their books and their merch is during the Manila International Book Fair in September. Okay, so I will do a little bit more of update as to once we know it already, like what booth, where will we be, what is our booth number. So it's a It's a Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, Thursday, Friday, Saturdays. It's a 4-day event, but the booth that we have for the kids, for the stories and stuff, creative will just be for 2 days, and that's gonna be Saturday and Sunday. All right, and so if you do want to drop by, absolutely, we would love, okay, to see you there and have you there, and have a meet and greet with our young authors as well. Okay, so B-Boy's book is okay. Later, I'll probably showcase it. I haven't been posting photos and videos because it's just been such a very busy, hectic week as I try to finish off. Okay, help out with the merch. And then something happened yesterday. So since I had a live and I had to prep a little bit of prepping for my thumbnails and all. So my kids commuted from the event going back home, and that's fine. They know how. It's just that when they were almost near the house, it started to rain because it's monsoon season here in the Philippines, and so the rains would could come anytime, early afternoon or evening, and it was so hard that they called me and said, "Mom, can you pick us up near a 7-Eleven that's near our house?" Because they said that the wind was so strong that it was blowing away their umbrella and they were getting drenched. And so I said, "Okay, okay, I'll pick you up. But you have to walk a little bit forward because where they were was a one-way street and I cannot enter through there." Make a long story short, they lost the bag that they were holding where all the merch of Jose Luis was. And so I had to redo everything from scratch. Okay, the whole day. I mean, last night till, the whole morning. And so I had no time to actually work on this works in progress. Okay, the rest of the day. All right, so that's that. Okay, so I see some white spaces here still. Okay, so let's work with the white. So again, okay, what happened to the bead? It fell. I really feel that we won't have enough bead, friends. Let's see. We can always, like, say, substitute with a different kind of bead, right? In the end. So, would you ever try doing this, especially if it just costs like $1 or something? Okay, barely cost anything because it's on sale. Or would you say, no thanks? I think that takes up just too much time to finish. All right, and now we're gonna do the dark pink. Okay, for this one, we continue on with the dark pink. All right. Okie dokie. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Oh, yes. You know what happened to the kids? Are you? Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Carol. I wasn't looking. All right, right. Okay, moderator daughter in the house. It's okay. The unicorn is back with a vengeance. I've only seen Reagan's post from Craft Roulette. Same, Carol. They should have extras. Exactly right. Especially if, let's say, somebody like me will make a lot of mistakes. Okay. Did your son enjoy the writer's? Oh, he did. You know what? I'm gonna show you. Okay, Jose Luis, can you give me the phone? How do you cut away the finished project without releasing the beads? I just sneak it in, just like cross stitch, right? So at the back, I will hide the thread at the back. Has your son been enjoying the reader? Yes, I think it could be extremely exciting. Oh yes, he is, and because of course his book is being also showcased in the event, and together with his, other friends who are part of. Okay, Jose Luis, can you give me the big phone, sweetheart? Okay, and I will show them. Okay, your speech earlier. Sorry, guys, I wasn't able to download it anymore, so I'm just going to show it to you. Okay, directly from my phone. All right. Okay, and I'll probably put in. Okay, the volume as well. Hold on. Okay. All right, this one. Okay, so this was earlier. So from 1 o'clock to 3, the group, okay, held a workshop where it's all about, how do you turn or how do you introduce reading to children at a young age, right? So again, the ages of the kids in the group is from 30. I think Paul is 10, right? You boy, is Paul 10? Okay, so from 10 to 18 years of age.
Short. I'm the writer of the Commanders, and the story inspired by my love of, I guess, this event of adventure series. It stars five, well, actually six.
Can you give me a book,
characters who
baby?
travel the world and save them from disaster. And this first one is about them protecting a village alongside of the village guardian and two enemy defectors. Question is will they be able to survive and protect everyone? Or will they be grounded out? You have to find out. Be right for short.
All right, so that's a clip, all right, of what happened earlier. Okay, so yeah, so much. I'll show you his book. Okay, it's actually only what's 200 pesos? About $4. Okay, my dear friends. So it's very affordable. It's a series, and the next series is gonna be coming out in September. All right, so it's a sci-fi. It's an 8-part series. Okay, and can you also get a sample of the cards, the bookmarks, and all the merch, right? So this is his book. It's called Remnant Commanders. This is book 1, and there's going to be 8 books. So it's a series. So he released this together with his other friends. They all have different genre and different kinds of stories. So because my son loves adventure and telling stories, so the title is The Assault on Great Greens. Yes, the story is by my son, but just like me, he cannot really draw beautiful stuff. So the art that you see is from Evie Tobias. She is 13 years of age. So she collaborated with Jose Luis for the cover and some of the illustrations in the book. All right. So it's all about the malevolent black hat. That's the main antagonist for this book, has hunted down a pair of traitors to the quiet town of Great Greens. Suddenly, what started as a manhunt has turned into an invasion. Can even the remnant commanders handle the onslaught of an entire army? And what shadowy figure is positioning himself for the kill? All right, so this is again on Instagram. They are stories and stuff, and Jose Luis is B-Boy's corner. All right. So just a sneak peek of the story. So if you do get it, it says, "Thank you for reading my book." And then he signed it. All right. And then you will have, cartoon, what do you call these stories? Okay. Of like a short, like a cartoon version of his story in the front and at the back. Okay, and so he's is more of an intermediate reader. So there's the different chapters, right? So there you go. So this is my son's first book, comic book. So there are 8 chapters for this one. Okay, so yes, Mommy Lala is very, very proud. All right, and this is what he gave out to those who would follow him on his socials. He gives out this one. So it says, "Caution, high voltage storytelling inside." So it's a bookmark that we created. So I printed it and then I laminated it with glitter, and then he signed it at the back. This is another bookmark. Okay, this one is for sale. Okay, it's Remnant Commander's bookmark. So I did this live. Okay, and this is a sticker. It came with a sticker as well, right? So that's only for $1. Okay, and of course, Mommy Lala has to create a card for my son, right? So this is a layered card. These are the Remnant Commanders. Okay, so if you can see, this one is not perfect, right? Because fussy cut, because this one, my son actually did all the fussy cutting. This is his card that's why we're not selling this, because okay, but there are others for sale that I made. Okay, but this is basically what it looks like. So those are the characters in his book. Okay, so when the storm arrives, real heroes step into the light. Celebrate your inner commander, right? So there you go. And of course, these are some of his stickers. These are waterproof glittered vinyl stickers that I actually also created. And then I gave a free gift tag. There you go. So this is what, his during the event. Okay, so 50 pesos for gift tags, 100 pesos for the cards only, and 50 pesos for the stickers. So very, very affordable. Really, the intent is not really to earn a lot or become rich. It's just that, for B-Boy and his other friends to experience, having your own book printed and launched and shared, right? So it's such a blessing, and I'm happy that he actually loves it. I cannot show the other pictures because there are minors. Okay, and of course we have to be careful when when there are kids. My son is okay, but some of the other kids are still quite young. Okay, I hope okay, I will post in the next couple of days because finally the event is done. Okay, so I'm doing CEDA and I'm doing the merch. But Sammy had to walk back to trace her steps back yesterday to try and see if we could find the bag that got lost, that is filled with merch, bookmarks, cards, stickers, but we never got it back. Okay, so it did look like a book bag, so I thought maybe they thought something precious is inside because it's open. You know how it is. Okay, so sad to say okay. This is the thing I hate the most. Okay, because this is a very thin eye of the needle. So I have, and my threader. Okay, I destroyed it yesterday, but it's still kind of working. It's just I have to hold it now. Okay, so let's go through the needle. find the opening. Okay, there you go. I did. Okay, and then look for the, okay, cut the edge a bit so that it's easy, okay, to put it inside. All right, and then pull. All right, there you go. Okay, so I don't want to cut it just yet because there's very little pink left. So hopefully this will fit the pink. Okay, that's red anyway. I forgot what you call that needle that you use for something like this, but it's not sharp because I've poked my fingers several times already and it's ouchy. But then the other ones that are blunt or not doesn't have a sharp edge are a bit big. Okay, so I think I missed a square. Okay. Okay, we missed the square, so I gotta go back. Okay, and then this. And then grab that. Where's the one that fell? That one. Okay. Alright, so there you go. Oh, Doc Dwayne! Thank you again, Carol. Hi, Doc. Thank you so much, Doc Dwayne. Long time no see. It's been a long, long while. Yes, Doc Dwayne has an amazing channel. If you are have problems with diabetes and other health issues, check out Doc Dwayne channel on YouTube. He has a ton of very, very helpful content. Thank you so much for dropping by, Doc Dwayne. Okay. Okay, now where am I supposed to put this one? Okay, I think I really need to start a new one. That red is almost gone. Okay, it's harder to. Okay, maybe just one more. Am I doing this the right way? I think this is. Oh my goodness, I'm wrong. This is supposed to be light pink, not dark pink. Anyways, pretend you didn't see and you didn't hear that I made a mistake. All right, too late now. I don't want to go back and unravel everything just to put in the. Okay, hold on. The light pink one. So it's like, this is kind of not looking light pink. All right, so it's okay. It's just beads. In the end, it will still look gorgeous. Okay, so again, sometimes you also need to think, oh, a kit is cute. That's so cute. And it's so small. It probably is very easy. Could be easy, but then that doesn't mean that it's not going to take time. to finish it. Okay. So think about that one. And I hope that the makers also of these kits would actually, not like, on top of that, this kit didn't say for what age. Okay, the crochet did say it's 14 years up. Okay, but this one, the one I'm working with right now, didn't say. But since these are very, very small beads, right? So I would assume that this is definitely not for any child. Okay, 4 years old or and below. Could even be a little bit more older than maybe 4. Okay, those that might have the tendency to probably, put these beads in their mouth accidentally, right? So it could be a choking hazard. So this is the one that Carol was asking about. So how do I close it? All right. So I just put it at the back and then I lock it. Okay. Now where is the... Okay. So and then I will put a thread later on onto that one. Okay. So, oh, I still have one for the orange. Okay. You know what? Let's kind of go with this one. Okay. Okay. Oops, no. Let's put this one first. Okie dokie. And then put the thread inside. Okay, otherwise it would be impossible for me to put this thread into this very, very tiny needle hole. No way, Jose. All right. Okay, so let's go back to the... Okay, this one first. Okay. Okay. What color is this? I think it's peach, apricot, something like that. Okay, so you gotta move. It's as I said yesterday or the other day, it's like retrograde motion, right? So you move forward and then you put in the bead and then you go back. So that's basically how you do this. You move forward, put in the beads and then go back again. And then just follow the pattern until you fill up all the squares. So it does look like a crochet, what do you call that? Basket weave, but this is plastic. So definitely not for young kids. So I hope that they would remember, okay, to put in those important details in their future kids. Oh my goodness, it's really hot. It's very, very humid. Actually, it's not hot. It's the humidity. Especially when it rains and then it stops and then it's so humid. And you sweat like crazy. All right. Okay, I think I really need to also finish this because I have very little thread. Oh, okay. Again, the bead won't go. Oh, the bead won't pass. Okay. Ouch. That's why I don't want this sharp needle. I want a blunt one. But they're all very thick. Is it embroidery needle? Yeah, I think that's what you call it. Embroidery needle. So they're not sharp. They do have blunt edges. Okay, maybe last bead. Okay, last bead, and I have to close this one. Again, how to close it, they didn't say, so I just basically, okay, thought of very similar to, you know, doing cross stitch and stuff. So let's go around. Okay, there's other stitches that I've done. Okay, and then insert the needle through it. Okay, and then, okay, grab the thread like so. Okay. Eventually, later, that won't be seen anyway. Because we're gonna put fillings. Okay. Okay, you know, a dear friend of mine, one of the parents also, okay, the wife of the mentor of the kids, was watching the other day, the day I actually started this. She said, why can we just throw in, you know, a ton of adhesive onto there and then just, you know, and so the beads would just stick. I was very much so near in actually, you know, doing that, because it was for me, I was really surprised that I thought this project was really, really easy, and then that I would finish, you know, super fast. I was surprised that it took me, you know, the one I finished. Okay, stop. That thing fell out. Okay, I think I started. I am just holding it. I started at 9:30, 9:45, and then at 1 o'clock. And the only thing that I was able to finish was this part of the face. Just that. For 4 hours. Unbelievable. I was that slow. And I don't know if it's just me, but why is it white? Hello, Lala. Why is your bead white? Okay, we are supposed to, make. Okay. We're supposed to use an apricot or a peach. Peach one. Okay. This one I really have to cut because I think I made a knot. Unbelievable. Well, let's start again. Okay, I just hold it. Okay. Glide the bead through. Loop. So this things actually doesn't help. And I think that's one of the reasons why it has taken me this long to finish it. Alright. Okay. So to remind myself to not let go of the needle because the holes of this fabric is not very small. It's actually big. So if you let go without a bead, okay, the needle and the thread would pass through the hole. Okay. And then you're supposed to put a filling into this one. Okay, so once you've placed all the beads in the squares, and then you're supposed to put the fiber fill, okay, in between this and the back, because there's a back part, and then that's how you create. Okay. I hope I can at least finish one of our works in progress. I think I can if I don't get super tired. It's just that my back is killing me. Okay, there you go. See? We have been here for what now? An hour? And we just basically finished that blue, this pink, and this one. Let's we try to finish this one as well. Okay, we're not even done with this just yet. Okay. Okay, I see the chat, I think. Hi, Mommy Phoebe. Yes, Mommy Phoebe is one of the speakers earlier during the event. And she's this one. Ta-da! Yes, that's Mommy Phoebe. And she gave amazing, she gave an inspiring talk to parents on how she has been able to encourage her two kids at a very early age to love reading. And now both are authors and illustrators at the same time of their own book as well. So I don't know though if that would be posted in the Comic-Con event, but definitely you could follow the group Stories and Stuff Creative on Instagram. So there you see on the ampersand, you see Stories and Stuff, right? So there you go. Thanks so much again, Mommy Phoebe, for dropping by. Patience. That's the only thing I can do, Carol. Otherwise, I will not be able to finish this. And you know how it likes it would fester, okay, in my mind that you didn't finish this, you didn't finish this. So, and actually, that's the story of. Okay, I'll tell you the story in a bit. My moderator daughter is back and saying hello to everyone. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you, baby. Talk was very insightful. Yes. There you go. Okay. So, as I was saying, so whenever I am unable to finish something, I know sometimes, you can't control things and you just have to let it go. Let it be. But one thing I have always, remind my kids, okay, as they were growing up, to always finish what you started. And so that's the story of why, although I grew up in a family um, business, so to speak. So that's why we were never really encouraged, or I was not even encouraged to. I knew that when I graduate, that I would be working in the family business. That had always been, the plan. Okay, but of course, I still wanted to, pursue further studies. So I took up my master's in business administration a few years after I graduated from, my undergraduate degree. Okay, so I graduated. I'm actually an industrial pharmacist, my dear friends, but I do love crafting, right? So I love both. So my parents said they couldn't see the reason why I needed to take that, right? So in my parents, built their business from the ground up, even without a business degree. And so they said you don't need that to be, you know, um, successful in business. But as I said, I wanted to, right? So I did, but something happened. So during, okay, I think it's but about just one more semester to go before I was supposed to finish. Okay, my masterals, my business master in business administration degree. Uh, I'm married. I got married and then got pregnant, and I had a very difficult pregnancy. I everything I would I was hyper emesis, so I would always be throwing up. Okay, just the smell, the sight of food would make me throw up. So in short, even though just one more, I think one more elective and one more major subject, and I think two or just three more, I would have graduated already. But I had to stop because of that. So I had Sam. Okay, and then of course, at that time, dealing with a baby and then handling several businesses, I really couldn't find the time to go back to school and finish my MBA. So moving forward, 8 years later, I had Jose Luis. So they're 8 years apart. And then I think when Jose Luis was about 2, I got convicted, in my prayer. It's like, okay, here you are teaching your kids to finish what they started, and you haven't even finished your MBA, right? Again, the uh, my parents really didn't believe in having an MBA to be good in business. So, but as I said, okay, I wanted to be a great model, right, for my kids. And so I did go back, okay, and finished, okay, my MBA. Okay, although since I stopped for a long while, although I could have graduated with honors, but because it took me such a long time before I actually went back and finished it, that wasn't given. But that's fine because in the end, I know that I have modeled, okay, what I wanted to, or what I kept on saying about, finishing what you started. Okay, so modeling is truly very important. And I think that's part and parcel of, if you want your kids to love reading, that's how I actually also did it with my house. we have how many libraries? I have one in my room, and then I have another area in our house where we have a library. Because when they were young, because I also do love books, right? So every time we would go out, the kids knew that we would always stop by a bookstore because I have to look at, is there something new? Okay, what's a new release? Or maybe I'm always looking for, a new book to read or be inspired by. So don't get me wrong, I do love watching television as well, but reading is really my first love. And I think they eventually, also realized that they loved reading, but not initially. Okay, so let's go through my first child. Okay, Samantha. Of course, being the first child, okay, and I didn't know how to be a mom. And I was very excited to be a mom. I would buy anything and everything that is educational, right? So she had speak and spell, speak and read, speak and math, and all of the other things that, whatever, okay, that I could find that would help. But I thought it wasn't working. It wasn't, it wasn't helping until I realized that sometimes I think that's the reason why I like the Montessori style, because they do prepare the kids first, right? So their fingers, their hands. Maybe the reason why they can't hold the scissors just yet is because they're not yet ready for it, right? So you need to teach them also first life skills, stuff like that, right? And so I was just surprised one day when I saw that Samantha was actually, playing and using those, toys and gadgets and stuff that I bought for her to, help her read. And in one of our trips to the US where it took a long time, she started this series and she loved it so much that she asked me to buy it in the US. The Arrest. And my goodness, it's so expensive. The books there are much more expensive than if we buy it here. But since she really wanted to finish the series, I didn't have a choice but, to buy it for her. And then after that, the rest is history. Sam was actually one of the youngest, if not the youngest. I forgot, what do you call it, Sam? It was a thing that fully booked. It's a local bookstore here in the Philippines where they have this like summer program where they would let the kids, help out in the store, suggest books for, customers and stuff like that. And they were also given some creative writing classes while they were doing that. And she was, I think, only 12 or 11 that time. And since we love books, almost all the fully book stores that are near us or within Metro Manila, even outside of Metro Manila, they know Sam. They know me. They know Louise because we would always be there. Okay, if ever we go to a place and then there's a fully book or, there's a bookstore, we would be there. Okay, so but that was Sam. Okay, Jose Luis' story is a little different. Okay, so he fell in love with gadgets, and I have a rule with the gadgets, right? So I'm okay with kids using gadgets, okay? So I know that we all have different rules for that, but in my home, I allow kids to use gadgets, okay? But there are conditions, okay? So it's something that is a privilege. And at the same time, if it's for school, then or for education or learning, then that's fine. Okay. So what happens is, okay, I have a rule, okay? So 1 hour, okay, of gadget and then 2 hours of reading. But sometimes, life happens and we're busy, right? So mommy wasn't checking. And the kids realized that. And so they thought that they could get away with having more gadget time than reading time. And so Jose Luis got disciplined. And the discipline was no gadget for a month. Okay, although there were times I really wanted to give in, but when you discipline, you have to follow through. And so I did. And what would he do? Okay, for a month, if there were not only gadgets, I banned even television, anything electronic, iPad, none, nothing. So the only thing he could do was to go back to playing his, toys and read books. And from then on, he, like Sam, started to read books. Okay, so every day Jose would read a book. Okay, in between his studies and his playing. And he eventually found that the genre that he liked are those that are, adventure, filled with adventure and mystery. And I think that's the reason that his book, when eventually he was able to had the opportunity to create one. Of course, again, thank you to this amazing group where he is a part of, and of course the mentoring of teacher Robert. He is able to come up with his own mystery adventure book. And because of that as well, he already knows what he wants to do, okay, in the future. Okay. What is this? Hold on, friends. Okie dokie. Okay, so that's the story of. And for those also don't know, B-Boy actually started to speak and read quite late. So it's such a blessing for him to see how he is enjoying. Now you can't make him stop talking. You have to like say, okay, stop. So if you ever meet Jose Luis in person and you engage him in a conversation, just make sure that you do have time because he can be at it for hours and hours and hours with you. Oh, it's raining really hard again here. I hope that I won't lose power. Okay, and I hope that the other parents are safely back home because we actually did have to leave earlier than the rest because again we had to, do this show because I've been gone for more than 3 months. I am very grateful to those who are actually messaging me. Vicky messaged me several times, right? Asking about how are you? Are you okay? Right? Because I had been very consistent in my going live every Wednesdays and Saturdays, my time. Okay. And the equivalent time and for wherever you are. And so she was a little bit worried that maybe there's something wrong with me or something happened. That's why I was not able to go live. It's just that, I had to just take a break to support my kids for the various things that they were that they joined the past couple of months. So, before anything else, I am a mom, right? So I could drop everything for my kids when push comes to shove and I don't have a choice. Whoop. Another reject. Okay. Sometimes you think that there's a big enough hole, and then when you try to pull it, it won't pass. Okay. So there you go. Let me take a break and check who is in the chat. Okay, let me see. Just finishing off this one. Okay. One more and then I'll go check the chat. Yes, indeed. Patience is needed for this. Okay. Ta-da! We're almost there, friends. We are almost there. Okay. Still a long ways, but where is my threader? Guys, did you see where I placed the threader? I cannot find it. You know what? Before I get one. Okay, let me just... Hi, Jenna! Thank you, Carol. Let me see. How will I sing the la 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 today? What song does have a la la la? La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I don't know the title, but I think there's something like that. Had a great time. Just going to say hi from all the places. Thank you, Jen. Have a great rest of the day. Your nails look so pretty. Finally, right? Finally, after many weeks, I just had to rest them for a while. Did you see there was tropical storm? Yeah, Lala. Yes, we do have. Thank you so much for, being updated, Jana. We are. This is really typhoon season for us. On top of that, it's also monsoon season. So when you have monsoon, it enhances the situation. Okay, so if it adds more wind or most of the time more rain. Okay, so if we do have an existing storm present, so it makes it worse. And right now it's been quite okay for a few days. We still have what do you call this, intermittent rains in the afternoon or morning, okay, within the day, but not as bad as the past couple of days where I think, the kids have barely gone to school, but because of the pandemic, right? So even though they are not able to go to school and have a face-to-face class, most of the classes have been turned virtual because of the condition, okay, the weather, because there's a lot of flooding, okay, where we are. Okay, so but then of course, we're homeschooling, so the weather isn't really an issue for us. Okay, we can still continue to study, but since we do have an event, so we will start again, okay, this coming week. So thank you so much, Jana, uh for asking about us. And yes, please continue to pray. I also know that where you guys are, some of our dear friends, like the other day, I think it was day 1 or day 2 that I was, and Delise was in the chat and Shanna was in the chat, and they had like a tornado warning, right? So I think it's like no matter where we are in the world, we all are going through some kind of weather issue, right? And then a neighboring country, Indonesia, also had a several quakes. You know where we are is actually part of the what you call the Pacific Ring of Fire, where that simply means that we are also on top of being a tropical country. We also have a lot of earthquakes. Most of the time it's just, not really strong ones, but every now and then quakes like the one that happened to Indonesia does happen to almost all of the countries within the region. I know you remember Pinatubo, right? Because that had a global effect, not just in the Philippines or in Asia, but it did have a global effect. Okay, that was a volcano. It was a dormant volcano, dormant for about 100 years or so. And so when it erupted, okay, the ashes were felt up to, neighboring countries and even to the other parts of, the world. It really made, I think, the temperature go down because of the cloud cover that it created. All right. Okay, some beads are going up. So I don't know if you can hear it because I don't have my microphone is an XLR, so you can't really hear when it's far away from me, unlike the other kinds of mic, right? Even the dripping of or the falling of the rain you can hear, right? But this is not like that. So but it's raining really hard right now. I just hope that I don't lose power, because that means I have to do another WIP episode. No. Okay, if we cannot finish it this time, it's okay. I will finish it outside of the live so we can do something else starting tomorrow. Okay, so we will continue on with the kits up to this week. And then after that, we are going to start having guests come in, right? So hopefully, if we can find a time, okay, we will hopefully be able, okay, to bring in some of our dear friends that you see in the chat. Okay, who knows? Maybe Carol. Okay, I've never, I think, streamed with Carol live yet. Right, Carol? Okay, I don't know now what it's gonna look like because I botched up the colors. This is supposed to be light pink, and I'm using peach. Doesn't matter. Don't give up. Okay. All right, so now let's go for the pink. Let's start using the pink. Okay. Ding. Okay, and I think this is the last pink. And then we will transition to blue. I think the pink beads are thinner than the rest. Something wrong with these pink beads. See, now that I'm looking at it a little bit further away, I see that it's light pink, not peach. This is gonna be a weird. I hope you can still see the image properly. Even though I messed up the color of the beads a bit. Oh, by the way, friends, earlier today, okay, before I actually, that's why I was a bit late coming to the event. Sorry, I missed your talk, Teacher Robert and Mommy Phoebe, because I had to finish, okay, the projects that I needed to do. Okay, they've been there for a while, but you know, I just needed to edit some of them. But I finished, and if you want to check out, oh, it's light pink, light pink, light pink is this one, Lala. Ooh. Anyways, as I was saying, okay, so the denim and coffee, okay, collection, it's a bundle, okay, is already out. It got released yesterday, okay, August 15, from the Not Too Shabby shop. And I did create a card, okay, that is the first project that I did with the kit. And in the coming days, you would, okay, you would see a video of how I'm going to use this specific kit to prepare some Dutch journal pages. Okay, you do, for those who have been following for a while, you do know that one of the things that I do in the channel is journal, right? And I moved it again. Okay, so where is now the, it's gone again. Okay, gotta find it. Where is it? Where is the needle threader? I can't find it. Oh, there, found it. Okay, because I have to lock this in first. Okay. All right. Put that in. I forgot what was I saying. I forgot. Why did I remove this one? See? My trail of thought is gone. And I can't remember. What was I talking about, Jose Luis? I forgot. Jose Luis? What was Mommy talking about? Do you remember? Oh, because he's reading a book. He reads a book before he goes to sleep. Okay. Come on. Okay. Okay, we really need to close this one because I barely have any thread left. Okay. And of course, we do need to work. I have 2 works in progress that needs to be finished. Okay, so this one and the other one with the crochet, right? So I did ask again. Thank you, Mommy Pilar. Okay, I forgot to ask for her personal IG, okay, Instagram account so that you could go and check out her amazing crochet works as well. Okay, so and then we're gonna use, this is the last one, and then we have to, you know, put threads in our needle again. So we've used up how many? Okay, so we've used 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't think you can see it. So this is the 4th one. So let's do the blue. Okay, let's do the blue. For the life of me, I cannot remember what I was saying. Okay, let me see. Oh, the guests. Okay. Did you see the okay, yeah, I did that. Hi Marian. Okay, I saw Marian was live. I think she was doing an update or planner with me. Okay, so if you are into journaling and you want to use your journaling for productivity purposes and mindfulness, okay, Marian is a dear friend. She's also Filipina. She has a Filipino blood, okay, but she is based in Australia. She has an amazing YouTube channel and a really, really useful content, friends. So if you want, or if you're looking for, inspiration, how you can, journal and not just have pretty pages, right? But really make those pages be functional. Okay, check out Marian's channel and the amazing community that she has. We have had her in the show before. So you could check out. Oh no, don't tell me here. Okay. Let's start. Forgot I let go of the. Okay. So she is Marian Cresp on all the socials. So that's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Are you joining the eCam, the camp? The creator camp for eCam, Marian? So far, I've not been able to join any for the past couple of years because it's kind of hard for us to go there right now because of, we don't, not sure. Though I have a multiple entry visa, still so hopefully the next coming years it would be a little bit better. Okay. I even saw you did a, what is it? A reboot of your craft room. I haven't been able to watch anything the past couple of weeks and months, Marian. So apologies, friends. So not just you, everybody. The only ones I actually am able to go live with is Lynn because those were scheduled. So I really cannot not come. But otherwise, everything got moved. and I haven't gone live in a long while. So now I'm trying to make up for it by, it's perfect because it's August and I really do my craft every day in August. I don't know, when did Marian join me for Here Live? I think it's Vlogmas. Right, Marian? Maybe it was Vlogmas. Okay. Okay, there you go. Okay, now at least I know this is really blue. Oh, it's the same, almost the same color as my nails. Whoop. Why is it like that? Okay. Ah, just a few more, my friends. Just a few more. Okay. Another stuck bead. Okay, and then we could probably move on to the one with the crochet. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Oh, Carol said no lives yet. You got this, Carol. The easiest way to do it is just do it. Cordelia, hello, my friend. Cordelia, I have great news for you, my friend. Right, so friends, Cordelia has been such a super, has been very supportive of me and the kids. And I think it was last year, or was it 2 years ago, that Sam went to Beijing to defend a paper that, together with her other group mates and classmates, won, and then they had to defend it into the international community in Beijing. And Cordelia actually sent support for that one. And Cordelia, Sam is already done with university. Thank you so much. Right? So, again, that's news. Okay. So, thank you. I am done with one child in terms of schooling. One more to go. Okay, I know that several of you, my dear friends, have already graduated. Okay, I still have one child. It's gonna take a long while still for him to finish because he's only in grade 10. But it's okay. And Sam starts work in September, right? So we may not be able to see her as often as we want to in the next coming months and weeks, as she's now a working girl. Okay. Let me see. Let me go back to the chat a bit. Every time I would say I want to go back to the chat, a bead gets stuck. Like so. Another bead. Is there something wrong with this? Okay. It did go through. All right. Okay. so now we are on this part. Gosh, it's so hot. It's raining and yet it's so hot. It's very humid and the AC is turned on. And yet, I think this is hot flushes combination, humidity plus hot flushes. Not good. Okay. Okie. Hi, Jenna. Are you at oh, it's Sunday, right? It's Saturday. All right. So, normally around this time, Cordelia would have like, do you have a new upload, my friend? Okay, so Cordelia also has her own channel and she does also crafting projects. And one of the things I love most that she does is, she does unboxing and showcases her hauls, right? So I love it when she goes to her haul. Okay, crafty hauls, and then shares it with us, where she got it, and those kinds of things, right? So I forgot who said it in the chat several days ago when I had Stan and Marjan as guests, and said that crafters, I think it's Tamara. Yeah, I think it's Tamara. Said that, crafters, we love shopping as well. Don't we? Okay. Oh. But truth be told, before I was doing YouTube and showcasing some of the projects that I make, most of the time, the things that I buy end up being just hoarded, right? So it just stays in the cabinet or until, because I always had this thinking that I will have to find the perfect time, the perfect occasion for me to use the said product. But nowadays, when that's another thing maybe that can help you or encourage you to, do crafty live streams or videos, because it can help you use up your stash, right? Instead of just because you can create content out of it. Yay. How am I supposed to shape it like a star? We'll see if I can do that. Gosh, it's so hot. So thank you, dear friends, for having me, for being here, saying hi. You probably, since it's Saturday or Sunday morning for you all, you're probably doing or preparing to go to church or doing some household chores and preparing for the coming new work week. So again, thank you. And this is what I'm working on this is a beaded keychain. The thing is, there is a big difference from making a beaded keychain that's like where the beads are big compared to this kind where these are seed beads, right? So this is a seed bead. I'll show you if I can find it. It was just here, right? So this is also a beaded keychain I created yesterday. Took me just 30 minutes for 3, about 10 minutes per. And this one, this is my second day of working on this beaded key ring. Okay. Because the beads I'm using here are seed beads. Okay. Okay. Cordelia, did you join the craft roulette? Are you there? Or are you joining virtually this time? I know that Cordelia also most of the time is able to submit her craft roulette projects. So if you also want to check that out, normally she also does a video of her project for the craft roulette. So if you've never heard of that, that's a challenge, a weekly one from Mary Gunn. And every year, I'm not sure if it's every year, every other year, but every so often, she does this event called Paper Ganza, where they get to see each other in real life and craft. It's a weekend or several days of crafting. And some of our dear friends are actually there right now. And how cool is that? Right, so hopefully in the future we can join. Again, as I said, when it's safer to travel. All right. So we're done with the blue. We go back to the peach. My back is killing me. At least now I'm no longer freaking out with this project because I kind of got used to what to expect. So again, when you see a project that has seed beads, and no matter how simple it looks, okay, remember they are small. Okay. And though a suggestion by a dear friend of mine, Dinky, right? Doc Dinky said, why don't we just throw glue and then just make those, hopefully they will just stick. Yes, I almost did that because I was so frustrated with this one, thinking that this is so easy. It's not really hard, in terms of how you're gonna put it together. You just follow the color right on the basket weave mat. It's just that I didn't realize it's gonna take me this long. Okay, and then again. Okay, I have to rethread. Okay. See what happened to my threaders. I destroyed the holders by pulling too hard. But it still works. It's still working. And that's more important. Okay, so note to self. The next time we do a DIY project for our live streams, I have to take note of how long it's going to take. Okay. I cannot pull it. Oh, what is wrong with this? Am I doing this correctly? Did I put the threader right? Yeah, Yeah, it's correct. Let's use the other one. Whoop. Okay, where's the needle again? All right, and then after that, let's thread all the needles so that after, if ever I'm done with the other one, I don't need to put it in. I'll just grab the next one. Okay, let's try this one again. I think I broke that one. Okay, what time is it? It's almost noon. Okay, for our friends on the other side of the globe. It's not even a pond. It's the globe. It's a very big ocean. Ah, I cannot. Where is it? There you go. Okay. Just a few more. I'm done with it. Ah. Okay. I'll go grab another one. Hold on. Okay. Let's grab a new threader and destroy a new one. All right, so there you go. So the thing is, when I pull it, oh wow, I didn't destroy this one. Okay, so where was I? Okay, peach. Peach. Oh my goodness. Why, oh why are the beads like this? They don't want to pass through my needle. Alright, there you go. Okay. Now that's light pink. Okay. Let's go for light pink. Okay, light pink is over here. Okay, and then go back. So it's forward and back. Okay, hold on. Okay, light pink. Light pink. Okay, doesn't want to go in. Okay, so forward, back, forward, back. Okay, so that's how you put this together. It's a unicorn. It is a unicorn, right? Okay, I think my daughter is already sleeping. Okay, I think everybody's sleeping already except for me because it's midnight. But it's okay because my son's event is done, so we don't have to wake up early. Although Sammy does have several errands. Okay, tomorrow. Specifically, some government IDs and other things she needs to accomplish before she starts her work. Clearances and stuff. And then she's done with the medical. Do I need to close now? Okay, probably in a bit. Maybe after this line. Because it's not straight. It's supposed to be straight. Okay, here goes the rain again. I can hear it. Ow! Oh, I poked my finger, friends. Ouch. Okay. Forward, back, forward, back. Okay. After this, maybe I need to check. Let me check the chat. Okay, and why is this? Okay. Because it says it will go up and down, up and down. So the beads are kind of dancing. It's not in a straight row. I can see the holes. No! Don't! Ooh, barely saved that. Okay, let me see. Let me just go back. What did you see? What did you see, Cordelia? Oh, no money. No, don't say no money, Marian. Let's just say, just need more, a little bit more. Oh, 2 years. Wow. Sammy, what's next? That's wonderful. Congratulations so much. Yes, adulting. I had to have my handheld fan on my. Exactly, Marian. Right? It's like I have the AC on, and then I still feel like, oh, humidity is high here too. It's hard to breathe outside. Exactly, Cordelia. I thought I would get something up Friday or Saturday, but it didn't happen just yet. Oh, it's okay, Cordelia. Okay, just think of it this way. You weren't able to upload it yesterday. So that's fine. That's 1 day behind your plan. I've not been gone. I haven't gone live for 3 full months. A bit of live here and there, right? But nothing really very consistent. Yes, we do love shopping. Yes, I do. But then it's not in the room because normally in this room, I always just have the AC and that's enough. But I don't know for the life of me. I feel I don't have an AC. Oh, okay. Oh, you won! Congratulations. Okay, so are you team virtual? Oh, the cat is begging for treats. Go ahead. Thanks, Carol. I told my husband I would fix him a meat. Oh, oh my goodness. All right, go for that meatloaf. Thank you, Carol. Yes. Even tomorrow, my friend, no worries. You know, I know it's the beginning of the day for most of you. And Marian, please do go to sleep, my friend. It's pretty late. Australia is ahead. Okay, they're one of the first few countries that celebrate the new year first, right? So, though I am from the future, Marian is from the future. So, it's pretty really late for her. But I do know that she mentioned this before. She is able to do more work for her channel and for her journals when it's a little bit late, because otherwise, of course, I know she also homeschools at the same time. Of course, her business keeps her busy as well, and of course she's a wife and mom of two handsome, amazing boys. Okay. Oh, I really need to. Okay, hold on. Last bead, and then let's close this. It might unravel. Yes, I'm almost done with the front, Carol. Woo-hoo. Okay, because I think Carol saw how I struggled the very first day. Earlier this week when I did this, I was really surprised how difficult this could be. Marian from Australia. This is. Oh, no. This is. Oh, no. This is from Flying Tiger. The other one I'm working with, that's a kit, Marian, is from Australia. It's an Anko DIY kit. Okay. It's 250 pesos. I don't know how much that is in Australian dollar. But here, not so expensive. It's okay. Okay, not really also very cheap, because there are cheaper kits for crochet than that. But this one, it's so cute. Look, but the instructions horrible. All right, so I had to ask a friend for help. All right, so all our 4 needles are there. Okay, so let us first put the thread on all of them, so that if ever I finish, I will just grab a new one and don't need to thread another needle. Okay, because everything had been threaded in advance, and then I just have to grab this one. Okay, there you go. Okay, and pull. Okay, so that's one. Okay, so let's thread another one. Okay, what is happening? Why don't you want to go in? I just finished threading earlier. Okay. Where's the second one? Where's the next one? Where's the thread? Okay. Okay, so we'll grab one. Okay, and put broken again. Okay. So here's the second one. All right, second. Let's thread all 4 so that we can finish faster. Okay, so we have extra needles with threads already. Okay, so we have the third, and then finally, okay, but where's my thread? Okay, here. Okay, let's do the fourth one. Okay, thread this in. Got it. And pull. Oh no. Okay, this is broken. Okay, how about this one? Is this the newer one? Okay. See, that's why we need to do this so that, because this also takes up time. You know what? Let's grab a new one. Yes, I have a stack. Because these are not the expensive ones. These are the cheaper ones. And so it breaks easily. Because I thought that the one I checked out, I bought this online, was the nicer one. But when I got it, I realized, oops, nope. This is not the one that's a little bit stronger and sturdier. Okay, see? I'm having a difficulty pulling it out. And then I do. Okay, come on. There's something wrong with this needle. Okay, I gave up on that one for now. Let's just do this. Use this 3 first. Anyways, I have already 3 that I have threaded. Okay. When it's just straight, I think it is faster. It's going to be faster. But this one is... Okay, this is light pink. Okay. Whoop. Light pink. Whoop. See, I let go of the needle. Forgot that, yes, I'm not using a real... a cloth-based basket weave. This is a plastic one and has big holes. So not supposed to. Okay. Whoop. Okie dokie. See, I told you these kinds of things. So I am thinking, if I would... Okay, I have to really, this time around, go check the kits and check if it's gonna take me just way too long. I won't do it live. I just might go for it to be recorded, so I don't also waste everybody's time. Because this can take a long while. Okay. I will make it. Okay. I'm making sure that by tomorrow I have this finished. And I will show it to you guys when we go live. That I have actually finally finished this. Dun 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 dun. My back is aching. See? Okay. I have an option. If I sit down, my legs are gonna get painful. But if I stand up, since I have to do like this, move a little bit forward so that you can see it in the camera, overhead cam. So my back is aching. And has been aching for a while now. But I don't have a choice. So it's getting faster. See? So when the beads have holes that are not too small, it's easier to thread it in like so. Okay, I hope it's always like this fast. See? And it's just straight. Oh, see, it gets stuck. And then we have this kinds of beads where it doesn't go through. We have to okay. Almost done. Oh my goodness. I can cry. But this is just the front. The back is not it. Okay. It's okay. I'm just happy that this week I did go live the full week. So I am able to do what I had planned despite the busyness of the week and the many activities that there is this week, that we are still able to accomplish and go live, and despite the frustration as well, okay, of doing this kinds of projects. So friends, but okay, hold on, I just remembered about Carol. I think Carol doesn't do live streams just yet, but she does have videos, if I remember right. Right, Carol? If ever you go back on replay. Okay, so please do check her out. So most of the time, the ones that come by are friends of ours who are also crafty. Okay, and then some are not yet started their own, YouTube channel, but that's fine because most, if not all, have Instagram accounts. Okay. And speaking of Instagram, my Instagram really needs a push, my friends. So if you are not yet following me on Instagram, I hope you would consider doing that. And I promise, Okay, I will try my best to put some content in there. It's just really my main platform is YouTube. But I do know that, especially as creatives, right? So we need to have, okay, because that's where the majority of artists, crafters, and creatives post their work on Instagram. Okay, but I'm so lazy to post anything on Instagram except if it's an actual part of, a design team hop or something like that, right? So, okay. I have a lot of photos and videos that just needs to be posted on Instagram. It's just that when it comes to Instagram, I procrastinate big time. Really contemplating on, do I need an assistant? At least just to post stuff on my Instagram. I need Marian's workflow because Marian is very productive. She's an inspiration. She also does, she works hard as well. That's another thing why she's okay, very productive and very successful. I probably need to buy some white seed beads. I don't think I have enough. Of the white anyways, because I still have the back part of this that has, I think, some white that needs white beads. What? So, if this was only $1, where you are, it has everything included except for the needle. Would you buy this and make it? I bought it. I bought it because I thought, number one, it's a kit, so it shouldn't be that hard. It's not really that hard, but it's very time consuming. Diamond beads, you can finish faster because, let's say if it's a straight line, right? So you can grab, let's say, how many beads do you want for that line? But this one is really just one bead at a time. That's why it's very time consuming. But once, as you see it, come to life, the image come to life, it is cute. But for someone who might be very busy and does not have this much amount of time to spend on working with this long. This might not be the kit for you. Maybe stay with bigger beads. Okay, like the other one I used. Use those kinds of beads. Don't go for the seed beads. This is a challenge because you really need a lot of time. And why is it that I see from the camera that I see certain parts that seem to have holes in them? That seem to need more beads. Let me see if I can add some more on those. Actually, when I look at it directly from my point of view right now, stuck again. I don't see it, but when I look at it from the camera or from the monitor, I see the spaces that I don't like. Okay, so I want to tighten that. Okay, by adding more beads. Okay. Now let's go for the dark pink. Let's finish off the front part with... Oh, not yet. Okay, because there's the blue still. Okay, but let's go to the dark pink. Alright, dark pink. Okay, the dark pink beads. Next up. Okay. Okay, pink beads. I had to break the bead and it kind of jumped off from the bead tray. Oh no. Dun 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 dun. See, if it's the same music going on and on and on for hours, it's like... See, I can't see. I keep on pulling it. But... Alright, there you go. It did work. Okay, pink. Okay. The pink beads seem to be very small compared to the other beads. Let's try to. Okie dokie. I think we have to lock it at the end of this line, because there's barely any thread left. We don't want the thread to get out of the needle again, because it's a pain to thread. Needle. The threads with the needle. Okay. All right. Okay. And that's a lock. Okay. We get the next needle already with a thread. And let's continue on. Okay, with the next dark pink. Okay, dark pink coming right up. Okie dokie. Okay, moving on to the next one. Did you see those beads were jumping? It's like book, 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 book. Every time I would click on it or try to push the bead into the needle, it would fly out. Okie dokie. I'm trying not to poke myself. Okay. There you go. Dark pink. It gets snagged onto the corner. They keep on flying. Okay. Woo-hoo. My back and legs are killing me. That's to the tune of This Is the Way I Wash My Face. Is that the song? I don't remember anymore. Remember when we were in kindergarten? Or is it this is the way I brush my teeth? What's this song? Comb my hair. Comb my hair. Yeah, I think it's comb my hair. Right, friends? Do you remember singing that when you were in preschool? If we sing those kinds of songs when we're live, will that give us a strike? Or since those are really old ones, so it's royalty free? Okay, there you go. Just a few more beads. I won't give up. I won't give up. If you hum the melody, is that also considered copyright? Okay. All right. Where's the next one? Next one. Why are the pinks so small? See, they're so tiny, tiny, tiny. These beads are very uneven. See, they should be like that at least. That thick. Mhm. Okie dokie. Just several more lines. Okay, and hopefully. Oh, I do have Bible study tomorrow. So that probably means I have to go live a little bit earlier tomorrow. Unless oh no, I really have to go earlier. Because if it's later, okay. Dark pink. Do you remember? goodness. It's almost September. And it's the start of the Christmas. Here in the Philippines, we call it the Burr months. So Christmas season starts in the Burr months. Because that's September. But now it's August. So amongst our Chinese Filipino family, so this is called the ghost month. And so most of them say that you are try not to do anything within the month of during this month. You wait for when it ends. So what will happen? Well, they say it's just, it's luckier for you when you don't do it during this time. There's a hole here. I see it. And that's black. Oh my goodness. I still have black. Forgot about the black. And it's raining again. Okay. There you go. Now the blue and then the black. And then finally, oh no, this one pa pala. You still have a red. It's okay. I'll just, have fun. Because the more I try to stress about how many more beads, how many more lines, right? So I'll just be surprised when it's done. Wow! Exhilarated because I'm done. Okay. Ay, naku, I hope the rain would stop. It's so hard when it's night time like this and it's dark and then the flood water would come in. Although where I am, we don't really get flooded. But the area outside does gets flooded. Okay. Okie dokie. We have enough beads to finish this project. Your guess is as good as mine. How do I know what color to put in? Because they colored in the mat. So just follow the color. Okay. A few more, please. Please, thread. Don't give up just yet. Let us finish the blue line. And then we can go to the pink and finish off the pink. Okie dokie. Okay, last blue. Okay, pink. Oh, we still have the black for the eyes. Okay. Okay, whatever I finish by 1 o'clock. That's my deadliest deadline for myself. So since I don't have anything lined up for tomorrow, I definitely can finish the rest of this works in progress. Okay, let's do that final piece. Oh, no. We still have black, the eyes. All right, so let's finish this this pink one first. Okay, let's finish the pink one. The dark pink. Where is it? Fill once again. Okie dokie. My back is aching. Oh, that rhymes. That's a rhyme. Okie dokie. Why do I keep saying that? Just nice to say okie dokie. Okay, and then this pink, they're tiny. I mean, it seems that the beads are smaller than the rest. Most of them are small. So hard to look for one that's a little bit fat. Big. Most are very tiny. Okay. So it's Sunday morning for, is it Sunday? No, it's, yes, it's Sunday evening. Hold on. No. Is it morning, evening, afternoon? I think afternoon. See, this is so small. My back is aching. Okay, let me see. There you go. Let's jump onto the ice. And they're black. Ooh, the eyes are black. It's kind of hard to see because the background is black as well. But the black beads seem to be a little bit fat. I mean, bigger. Careful with your words, Lala. There you go. Well, off the table. Not off the table, to the table from the bead tray. Okay. Bead reject. I call them reject because they don't want to pass through the needle. So I have to reject those beads. And it's so hard to see this black. Gosh, I can't see. Let me see. Another reject. How will I be able to finish your eyes, my dear? Okay, there you go. We'll move to the next row. Mhm. I go. These beads. We seem to have a lot of reject on the black beads. Oh, wait a minute. Where am I? Do I still have a hole over there? Yes, I think I do. Okay, but we will just go back to that. Okie dokie. There you go. Let me see. Is there still a hole? Is there a hole somewhere? Yeah, here. Oh my goodness. Why? Okay. No. What am I doing? Oh wow. The rain would stop and start again. So if you're out on the road, okay, drive safely, stay safe. It's hard to drive in the rain and it's dark. Okie dokie. Her eyes. Her eyes. Her eyes. I wanna cry because I'm almost done. Mhm. Another reject. Okay. What if you give up and it's like 4 more beads to go? That's sad, right? So, do you remember the Siderata? I don't know if you remember that. when I was in high school and we were, it's what do we call it? CAT. Does that mean I forgot? Oh, why am I putting it there? Hello, Lala. We don't put beads at the back. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? I really am tired. Okay. Okay, let's go back. Okay, where do we go now? I think we're here. So what was the story about? I lost track again. What I was saying. What was the concept of that story? So, gosh, I can't remember why I was mentioning that in the first place. He'll get back to me in a bit, hopefully. Oh, the Desiderata. Now I remember. Okay. So we were supposed to memorize that. And every time that we were asked to do something hard, and then they would ask us to recite that. Okay, so check it out. It's actually nice. So there's a part that says, when things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the world seems to do what, I forgot. Okay, but and then there's a part where, rest if you must, but don't you quit. This is Kit versus Mommy Lala. Why will you let a kit make you quit? Oh my goodness. It rhymes. Okay. There was supposed to be a white bead over there. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just color one of the beads white. Because her eyes. And why is this eye smaller than this one? I made something wrong over there. Oh, that's fine. Okay. We're calling this done. All right, so we're done with the front. Okay, great. A great update on our works in progress. So I will do the back part tomorrow. Definitely will be able to finish that tomorrow. Okay, and then we will put this. I'll probably start putting it together again already, the seams, but we will put the keychain live. Okay, how's that? Okay, because I'm supposed to cut around this one, and then we're supposed to see sew around. Okay, stitch it together. Okay, to close it like so. See, this one even has some of the what do you call that? See the base peeking through. Okay, let's see if I can do a little bit better than that. Ooh! Hi, Wims! Just got home. Traffic. It's not. Yeah, a little bit. The black one, right? Yeah, it was. Yes. Yes, it's a Monday. I'm glad that you're able to go. I actually am already going to stop here. Okay, so we didn't finish with our work in progress, but I will already try to finish this. Okay, start with it anyways, and then hopefully the first part of tomorrow is just to put them together, make them into key rings, and we'll show you all of the rings or key rings that we have done, okay, this week. So basically all the kits we did for this week, more of right? Keyrings. This one, except for the drawing. Oh yeah, that one's another work in progress, right? I had to color also the image that Stan and I drew together with margin. So I'll do all of those in the morning. Yes, I will finish. All right, again, thank you so much, friends, for dropping by. Okay, putting me in the background while I try to finish my whips or works in progress. Still in progress because we didn't finish them, right? But we did make a big improvement. See, it's done. Now we just finish the back part and then I'll put it and I'll sew it together. But you know, and then I'll showcase all the things, all the projects that we did this week. All right. Okay, so with that, again, thank you so much. Please don't forget to hit that like button. All right. And yes, if you are, maybe somebody would want to see this, so please do share. Okay, I'm doing all these tests, okay, and trying all the kits. So you don't need to, okay? And please don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any of the lives or videos that we have when we actually put it out. And if you are not yet subscribed, I hope that you'd consider subscribing as well. Oh, you just made it back. Okay, because you are back, my dear friend. We finished. But look at the eyes. Where's the white of your eyes? I said, Curdy, I just put a white. We have a lot of white markers. So I'll figure it out. All right, so that's it for today. We did improve a lot, okay, in terms of working on our works in progress. Okay, so I'll finish everything in the morning and almost, okay, so that I can, okay, before we start the next project for tomorrow, show you how we can finish this up. But I'll sew this in already so that the next thing is just to fill it up, okay, with some fiber fill and put it together. And this one I will already crochet, okay, but crochet this part, this part, this part, and then we'll put it together. All right. Thank you so much, Cordelia. Nobody will ever know except us. Yes, accept us. All right. Thank you so much. Have a blessed Sunday, the rest of your Sunday anyway. And I hope that Cordelia, okay, oh, look what happened to my mic. Okay, I hope that, okay, you will be able to upload that video already, as I'm excited to see what is there. Is it a whole video, or is it gonna be your craft roulette update video? Okay, so if you want to know, make sure that you follow Cordelia. Okay, she is Cordelia Alderman 391 on YouTube. All right. So with that, thank you so much, dear friends, and see you tomorrow for day number 6 of my craft every day in August. Goodbye, good night, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.